So, I don't really know how I wanted to start this video, but might have to do something because I don't know. I've had the gaming channel up and I just wanted to do something different. And at the point where I'm at right now, I don't really know what else to do with my life, so I think I'm gonna just give a little bit of background on who I am, so you can understand how the channel got started. And I might start a like another channel where it's just videos of me talking like this, so it's not necessarily just like random videos with the gaming, so I can separate them. Excuse my face, I had a bad breakout and I've been stressed lately. And yeah, I got braces. So, but how this whole channel situation came to be, basically when I was probably 11 or 12, my cousin, because right now I live in California. Originally, I'm from Michigan. All my family is in Michigan. My dad's side, mom's side, everyone's in Michigan. My mom moved me out here when I was 6. So I've been going every school year I spend in California, North Hollywood. Michigan, I go sometimes for the summer. But to get back to what I was saying, how the YouTube started, when ever since I was young, ever since I could remember touching a game system, my first game system was probably a PS2. I've always loved playing video games. That's always been something I loved doing on top of anything else. Like, sports were always okay, yeah, I like it a little, but video games have always been something like I loved doing, because I never really had friends like that. Like, when I was younger, I never really had friends like that. Like, I was always that one kid that like no one would hang out with at recess, or like I would just be doing my own thing kind of by myself. And that's kind of how life was for me up until late middle school. But so I think it was summer of like 2012, 2000. No, I wasn't 2012. Probably 2014, 2015. I was in Michigan with my family, and I was at my cousin's house, and we finally had got our smartphones like around 11, 12. Like, I think we got like some Androids or something like that. So we were watching YouTube on his Xbox 360, because this was before PS4 and Xbox One came out, I believe. But we were watching YouTube, and my cousin showed me about Dashie. I learned a little bit about him beforehand. I used to watch him like when he first came out, like the Happy Wheels videos, no face cam and all of that. And I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, he's funny, like all of that. So me and my cousin are watching the series, and Dashie just became one of my regulars. Like, I didn't even really watch any other YouTube like that. Like, mostly all I ever watched on YouTube was Dashie, like gaming videos, but it was mostly Dashie. I looked at nothing else, because a normal day consisted of me going to school, coming home, and watching YouTube. If I didn't have any chores or whatever to do, I just sat there and watched YouTube, and it was kind of like my happy place, kind of like my calm through the day. Cause, excuse me. But going through my life, I never really could say I was social like that, or I had like friends that I would hang out with. And if I did have like one or two friends, it was rare that I hung out with them. So basically, YouTube was just my little slice of like peace through the day. Like, that's all I really had, because me and my mom never really had a relationship where we could talk, or I could talk to her about things, because I've never felt comfortable. And that's something I'll get into on another video. But basically, it was YouTube, and I started off every day from 7th grade through 8th, through, I still watch Dashie to this day, just not as much, but it was always Dashie. Like, I would always watch Dashie. his skits, his gaming videos. It was funny. I felt like I could forget about all the bullshit that happened to me throughout the day, whether I got in trouble, whether me and my mom went into, whether some kids were fucking with me, whatever it was, it just went away when I watched Dashie. So I was like, I like this. Or when I played video games, because that's another reason why I like video games. Because since I didn't really have that much friends when I was younger, video games was just basically like that's all I had. So I play my game, forget about it, like Call of Duty, Black Ops 2, Advanced Warfare back on PS3 when everything was going on. That was my happy place. I didn't go to friends or hang out with friends it was all just technology because I didn't really fuck with nobody like that and ain't nobody fuck with me. So as I'm watching Dashie and PS4 comes out, I didn't really get to get a PS4 until about a year or two after it originally came out. So my thing is like, okay, I'm gonna get this PS4. I'm gonna save up money. And I remember my first PS4, I got it was pre-owned from GameStop. I ended up selling all my PS3 games. I saved up, I believe, like $100, $150. I sold all my PS3 games, every single game, and that brought me to about 280 or somewhere around that. And my dad said, I asked my dad if he could cover the rest, because the PS4 at the time was a pre-owned deal, and it came with like 2 free games. So I got Black Ops 3 and Destiny 1. And my dad said, alright, I'll cover the rest of everything. And that's when I got my first PS4. And once I got my first PS4, I was like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to stream. Like, I want to be like the other, like, I want to be like people like Dashie, like Berleezy, like Your Rage, like, but the reason I've done it, I've never been in it for the money. Like, the money is always an added benefit in my eyes when it comes to YouTube, because my intended goal with this channel and whatever else content I made was to give people that safe space or that bit of calm through their day. Like, you had a difficult day and you could just come watch a video and laugh and like just be calm and not have to worry about all the bullshit that you're going through, at least temporarily. And I've always wanted to be that person where I actually interact with my fans, and I'm not like most streamers or YouTubers. Like, I want, like, regardless of if I were to get fame or not, I would never want to be like that. I would never want to be the person where I never respond to my subscribers or no one talks to me, like I don't interact. I never liked that, because the way I feel, the world turned their back on me before I could even know it. And as much as I try to be nice, loving to people, I have anger issues. I have a lot of issues with me mentally because of shit that happened in my past. And as I've grown up, I've gotten a lot more shit under control. I'm considered a very reasonable person. And it's just, even through all that, I've never like cared about what type of person, unless you were a literal like snake or a weirdo, like I've never really cared. I always fuck with people if I fuck with you, Like, I've always had a strong sense of justice when it came to shit like that. Like, if you make fun of someone like my friends or you hurt one of my friends' feelings, I'm coming for you. Like, that's always how I've been. And I've noticed no one really ever gave me that energy back. Like, I've had friends that'll sit there and talk to me, like give me some real ass advice and like speak to me and like be like genuine good people. But when it came like for ride or die situations, like no one was ever there. Like, it was rare. I have very few friends that I could say to this day that have actually been like that since I've met them. Most of them had to change to be like that. But I've always been that person where if you're my homie and someone fucks with you, I'm fucking with that. I'm not letting that shit happen. Like, I'm gonna be there. Like, if you need me. Like, and I've always been the type of person, no matter what terms we on, as long as you prove to me that you real, even, matter of fact, it's people that I haven't even proven to me that they're real, but I've always been that type of person where, nigga, if you need me, I'm there. I've always been that type of person, like, regardless of what situation happens, because ain't nobody ever been there for me like that. And the way you would expect, like, when you grow up getting treated like that, you would expect people to be heartless or to be more mean, but I never really turned into that. My only problem when I was mean was when I lost my temper. So if I lost my temper, then I would like be, of course I would be mean. I'd be ready to fight. Like I'd be like yelling at people, all that shit. But in reality, whenever I came out of that shit, I always apologize. I always let people know, like, hey, it's my bad, bro. You know how I've been. And all my male friends, the few male friends that I have that fuck with me, they already know that. Cause even when I get pissed off, like it's just a guy thing. Like we just make up easier. Like I'll cuss you out one day on the game, next day we cool talking again. Like it's just that simple. But it's like ain't no one ever rode for me like that. Like I feel like I've been betrayed by my own family. Like not like my age, but like the older members in my family. Like I don't even really fuck with them like that because of the shit that I've heard them say or overheard from other family members and shit that's happened in my life. I don't fuck with them like that. And when it comes back to like YouTube and all that shit, like a lot of people be like, "Oh, you just like no, like I don't care." Like you can't say how I'm gonna act unless it happened, and I refuse to let that shit happen because all I've ever wanted was to give people like me or people that ever felt something like me some type of closure or some space where they feel like they're understood or they have some type of peace in their life, whether they're in an abusive household, mentally, physically, wherever they going through social issues, problems at school, bullying, all of that. I already been through all of that shit. I've been to CPS. I've been through all of that shit. Like I've probably been through every type of abuse you can name. Probably not in major ways like some other people, because I know it's always people that got it worse than you. But I've been through every type of abuse some point in my life, and I don't fuck with that shit. And as much as I try to be cold hearted, I can't, because I'm just a loving person. I just don't genuinely like seeing people in pain, which is why I started the channel. Because when it was my piece was Dashie. My piece was watching Dashie every day. Um, who else did I watch? It was, to be honest, I can't really remember. Like Dashie was the major one I watched because he was the majority. It was probably some other YouTubers, but he probably not as big now. Like I used to watch Jacksepticeye probably and a little bit of PewDiePie and shit. But then it started getting into Berleezy and Afro Senju and all of that. So those are people that have made me who I am today. And honestly, everything I've learned about life has been self-taught, or life has taught it to me myself, or I've learned certain life lessons from certain YouTubers and partially a little bit of my family. But yeah, the whole reason I do what I do is just because I just don't like people feeling that way. And honestly, where I'm at right now, I've thought countless times about just stopping YouTube because it's not really going where I want it to go. And right now, I wouldn't say my life is in the best conditions because there's a lot of shit going on. But I mean, it really doesn't. It really doesn't matter to me anymore because really at this point, this is all I really have left. Like, I have no friends out here, like no real friends, no one to talk to. And I've been back and forth at it with my mom, my girlfriend. As far as I'm concerned right now, it seems like I'm just single. But I've already been betrayed by my mother, and I don't even think she realizes that as much as I tell her. But at this point, I really have nothing left but this YouTube channel and my music. And I don't really, my motivation for my music is it's really debating on how I feel. Only thing I really don't even feel like playing the game or making streams or sometimes because I'm just so depressed because it's like no matter how much I try, I feel like it's always some shit that happens or some shit that's trying to bring me down in my life. And it's like where I'm at now, I really don't know what to look at as a positive because I have nothing. I lost my girlfriend. I never had anything with my mom because it's always been a fuck ass relationship. I'm out of school. I graduated high school. That's good, but I don't really want to go to college because I don't really. There's nothing I want to go to college for, and anything that I can go to college for is some shit that I can learn on my computer, like taking a digital class, like maybe some online classes. But like my mom doesn't even want me in the house anymore, and my birthday's coming up. I'm 17 right now. I turn 18 in October, so as of now it's July 21st. So you can tell where that's going. If I get into anything with her at that point, she can easily just kick me out after October. So now I'm at a point where I don't really have much. I quit my job. I still got a little bit of money saved up, but it's really not much. And I'm just at this point where I don't know where my life is going, where it's heading. And it's like, I don't want to kill myself. I don't have the guts to kill myself, but I don't want to continue living at the same time. And it's like, I know I can never bring myself to actually do such things, but it's just depressing. So all I really do is sit in my bed and sleep. And if I'm not sleeping, I'm just sitting there with my eyes closed all day. Because I really don't know what to do anymore. So, as of so that's basically how this channel came to be, and I don't really know where it's heading. I'll try to see if I can upload more and try to get out of this depression, but it's really hard because it's like I don't know, where am I gonna go? Like when I think about it, I try to put it in the back of my mind, but where am I gonna go? Because after my birthday, I can be on the street like that with one disagreement with her, and we don't agree much. So I'm all the way out here. Whatever is left of my family is in Michigan, and it's like I don't have a problem going back, but Michigan is more dangerous than here as of now. That's the main reason I left when I was there in high school, because it was dangerous. And it's not really much job opportunity there, so it's like either way I go, I'm fucked as far as I'm concerned. But I kind of got a little bit off track here and there, but I'll get the more uh, in-depth explanation of my family issues and all of that shit, and the journey from how I was back then to how I am now. I'll probably do that in another video, because this video is about to be 20 minutes. So that's basically just really that's basically just what made me want to do YouTube. And I guess I would say, like, I'm not really a big channel, but if anyone who subscribed to me sees this video, just a big shout out to Dashie Games, Dashie XP, Berleezy, Afro Senju. Like, those are my top 3 YouTubers. Like, I've always watched their content. Like Berleezy, especially Dashie. Like, if you subscribe to me, go subscribe to them and follow them. And I don't know if they'll get you the same feeling that they gave me, but I mean, those are just some names. That's what I would think. But yeah, with that being said, please like and subscribe, and yeah, just like and subscribe. If anyone really wants to talk to me, like, I'm pretty sure I left my email in my description for most of my videos, so there's that. And I think I'll just end it right here for now. I'll see you guys I'll probably try to get another one of these type of videos out by Wednesday or Thursday, because I ordered a new graphics card for my computer, so I'll try to do it before then, or the day of. So yeah, so that's probably about it. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and thanks if you watched the whole video. I appreciate it.